Hello everybody from the big blue chair, maybe the boxy chair, I don't know what you want to call it. I am Boxie Nigma. Welcome to yet another edition of the Boxie Breakdown. You know, maybe this could be called the Week 7 Blitz, the Week 7 Boxie Breakdown, whatever you want to call it. Go right ahead, grab yourself a beverage, sit down, get comfortable. We're going to be here going through the six-pack of picks. Before we do that, last week I had a very, very good weekend. Did go out to the Six Flags Fright Fest. It was always a great time. If you haven't done that, go out there and do it. It's a great time. Actually, funny little side note there. While I was at Six Flags, I'm in the restroom, doing my thing, the #1 variety. And out of the corner of my ear, I hear this squeaky little voice. And I'm like, what's that voice? I don't, voice sounds familiar. I'm not sure what it is. Turn around, and it's pro wrestler Balls Mahoney standing in the bathroom with his son. And no, I did not ask for an autograph. That would be a little awkward, so I let it go. But I thought it was really odd and kind of cool to see Balls Mahoney sitting in the restroom at Six Flags Great Adventure. Then Sunday, I did head down to the Giants game. Relax, Jets fans. I'm not a turncoat. I loved seeing the Jetsies beat the Dolphins in a game on Monday night. And yes, it's an game, 24-6. I know you win by 18 points. How could it be But you're playing the Miami Dolphins. I feel like you should have been able to do a little more than that. But regardless, I did go to the Giants game, had a blast with my girlfriend, and I really got to tip my cap to the Giants fans. I'll actually tip it here to the New York Giants fans. They're really into it. They're a really good fan base. They love their team, and good win over the Buffalo Bills. I'll tell you that you could have heard a pin drop with about 4 minutes left in that game, but they ended up coming back, big blue style, and it was kind of cool. Cool to see. Had a good time at the game. Would go to another Giants game, and excuse me, but I would like to obviously go to another Jets game. Going to a Jets game versus going to a Giants game, people say we're a little classless, but that's how we like it. I don't say we're classless, I say we're passionate. There's nothing like a New York Jets game, but my first experience with the Giants was a good one. With all that being said, it is Week 7 of the NFL season. Thank you for tuning in. If you are, if not, you won't even hear this, so it's really, no reason to belabor that point. However, looking at these picks here, it's a tough week in the NFL. Not a lot to really sink your teeth into. A lot of the teams matching up this week are relatively even. Also got some quarterbacks starting this week, some new ones, some rookies, some old ones switching teams. So it's going to be a fun weekend of football. And this week I do not need to pick my Jets, so I'm staying far away from them. But in getting right into it, my best bet of the week is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know you're on the road here. You're playing Arizona, who's coming off of a bye. But I don't want to hear it. The Pittsburgh Steelers seem to be getting into their groove. Slowly but surely, they're creaking up past getting back into that fold. And I think they cover here. It's 4 points favorite on the road in Arizona. I know it's across the country for Pitt, but I think I'm taking Pittsburgh. Best bet on the road, 4 points. Come get some. That was lame. That didn't work. It didn't work. It was good in idea, bad in execution. What can you do? We'll work on it. Anyway, second pick, I'm going to be going on the road again here, a team that's going to be playing on the road in Minnesota. I hate the big point spreads. I hate the double-digit point spread. This one isn't double-digit. It is 9, though, which is a pretty big point spread. And I'm a little bit tempted not to go near this game, but it's the Green Bay Packers. Packers are undefeated. Packers look like they're not going to be defeated anytime soon. And they're heading into Minnesota. There's a team with a lot of talent and a quarterback who it seems a lot of people are high on, Christian Ponder. I, for one, think he's a little overrated. I didn't think McNabb was necessarily the problem. I don't think Ponder's going to come in and light up the boards here. I do think Green Bay is going to smash him. And imagine you're a quarterback. It's your first game ever. You're excited to be starting, and you're going up against the champs. Tough match. I can't see Minnesota even hanging around in this one. I take the Green Bay Packers. Then I'm going to get into my underdog special. And you look at the underdog specials, there's a couple of teams that I don't know if they should be favored. But one team that surely should not be favored is the Miami Dolphins. They're a winless team. They got a backup quarterback, injuries out the ass. They got a coach who's a lame duck coach. I went through all that last week when I picked the Jets, and they successfully won. And I do not think Miami's even going to hang in this game with Tim Tebow, who's another quarterback who's making his first start. Just seems like they've had 2 weeks now to get this ship set with Tebow off the bye. I think Denver goes into Miami. Miami remains winless. Denver's only underdogs by 1, so it could be a little meh, but I've taken Denver. And the reason why I said that's my underdog special is because that's one of 2 underdog teams that I am picking this week. Sorry, Dallas fans. I do think Cowboys are going to win, but I don't know. The Rams look like they might be coming on a little bit. I don't know if they'll get blown out this week. So, with that being said, I am going to pick another underdog special, so to speak, and that is going to be the Houston Texans in Tennessee. I know the Texans have not looked great. They've had some leads early. They have a ton of injuries. I mean, Andre Johnson, he's killing my fantasy team. He's killing the actual Houston Texans. Mario Williams out for the year. You got a lot of injuries. However, I just think that Tennessee's playing a little above their heads. This is a big-time game, and I could see the Texans getting up for it and getting Andre Johnson back soon, hopefully, because I tell you, the Boxie Boom Boom squad ain't doing much better than that. We need him on our team, and I know that the Texans need him as well. I do think the Texans squeak this out. They're 3-point dogs in this game, and I think they're the better pick. I really do. Tennessee, they have a veteran quarterback in Hasselbeck who's played well, but they just don't have a lot going on now that Kenny Britt is hurt. Chris Johnson, he's hit or miss, and I can see the Texans have a better team. I really do believe so. So I'm going to go with the Houston Texans on the road here again, another road dog in Tennessee, 3-point dogs. My phone's vibrating. I don't know if you heard that. If you did, I apologize. We're getting into our Sunday night game now. We're already getting through the Sunday night game. Wow. Sunday night game in New Orleans. Colts, Saints. Let's knock it off with the Super Bowl rematch talk. It's nonsense. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hear it. And, I mean, how can you say that when Peyton Manning isn't playing in the game? Curtis Painter, he's looked a little you know, it hasn't looked terrible. He's looked like a decent enough quarterback. He hasn't looked great either. They have no wins. But it seems like the Colts have hung around each and every week, sometimes against teams that are much better than them. The Saints at home, they're a tough matchup for anybody, but this is a 14-point spread, and you know when you're on the fence, in my opinion, you go with the dogs. I feel like this could be a game that maybe Saints put it away late and just run the ball. They're up by 20. They don't care. They win by 13. Saints definitely going to win this game, but I'm going to take the dogs here, 14-point dogs on the road. I think the Colts stick around, though it could get ugly fast, and it's not a game I necessarily would suggest you go for, especially when on Monday night you have the Baltimore Ravens heading into Jacksonville, a team I don't like one bit. Jacksonville, Jack Del Rio, I hope you're packing your bags here. Tony Sperano maybe can assist you, though he has his hands full as well. Baltimore's going to run all over them. Ray Rice is going to go nuts in Jacksonville. Jacksonville really has an anemic offense at this point, with the exception of Maurice Jones-Drew, but because everyone knows that's where they're going, even he can't do that much. 8 points, I know it's a little bit of a big spread. Go for it. Take it. Baltimore all the way in this game on the Monday Nighter. So to recap, number one, best bet, Pittsburgh on the road and Arizona, 4 points. Take it and make some money off it because that's a good game. That's probably your best bet, in my opinion, of the week. Number two pick of the week, Green Bay on the road by 9 over Minnesota. Next pick is going to be the underdog special, Denver on the road in Miami. Every single team's on the road that I've chosen except for, no, every single team. That's crazy. And then you got another underdog, but not the underdog special. Very rare I do that, but hey, it's my little gimmick here, so I feel like I could. The Houston Texans 3-point dogs to the Tennessee Titans. Sunday night game, I'm going to take the 14-point dog Colts at the Saints, but I've been flip-flopping between that one. Again, that one's a little iffy. And Monday night Ravens all over the Jacksonville Jaguars by 8. Take them. That should make you some cash. So that's all I got for you this week. Thank you guys very much. This week the birthday celebration continues for me. Started it last week, resuming it this week, and ending it. It's been a really long run, been about 17 days. I'm most embarrassed to even say it, but hey, it's what it is, and I love it. I have the best friends, the best family in the world, so big ups to them. Thanks for everyone who came out last week. Hope to see a lot of you guys again this week. That's it. I'm out of here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/BoxyNigma. Or you could like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. I saw a new subscriber last week. Double thumbage on that. And we're out of here, so take it easy and be well.